Hello, everybody. We are back with more Mass Effect Legendary Edition. Bogsy in the chat says Mass Effect Legendary Edition is quickly becoming the take pictures of Shepard and pretend you know how to compose landscapes game. I mean, hey, I haven't even touched the photo mode. It's right here. You can just go in here. Wow. Okay. This is pretty in depth, actually. Change the depth of field. You can change how far the depth. Oh, wow. Oh, you could. There's a lot to play with here. Oh, wow. You can just pop out Shepard, pop out your party, pop out any other players, any other characters. This is really cool. This is something I'm gonna have to mess around with at a different time. Okay. But we are back with more Mass Effect Legendary Edition. Thank you all so much for being here and for watching live on Twitch or on YouTube. Last time we played, we saved a colony of Terra Nova from an asteroid. It was being crashed down by Batarians. That was a bad thing, and we stopped it. So, good for Goog Shepard. This is Goog Shepard. She's fucking gorgeous. And we've got some stuff to do here on the ship. You know, it's been a while since we ran around and just, caught up with everybody. Let's see how everybody's doing, All of the characters will have various things to talk about. What would happen if the asteroid crashed? Well, rock hit planet, planet die. Rock hit planet, planet die. Planet die bad. Planet die, people die. People die sad. Shepard sad, people die. People die, Shepard sad. Rock hit planet, planet die. No, crash in ocean, rock hit ocean, planet die. Both of these scenarios end with planet die. So, Shepard had to save the planet.
Commander, how are you?
Why did you want to be a C-Sec officer in the first place?
That's a good question. There were several reasons, I guess.
Like what?
Probably the same as most officers. I wanted to fight injustice, wanted to help people. I guess my father had something to do with it too. He was C-Sec, one of the best. I grew up hearing about his accomplishments or seeing his picture on the vids after a big arrest. He's taking my resignation pretty hard.
So Garrus's dad was a cop, and Garrus wanted to be a cop, and turns out being a cop is hard sometimes if you're like C-Sec and you at least pay lip service to the idea of doing things right, as opposed to just doing whatever you want because you're a cop.
That's tough. But you'd think he'd be impressed you're going after Saren.
My father's a C-Sec man to the bone. Do things right or don't do them at all, he says. He thinks I'm being too rash, too impatient. He's worried I'll become just like Saren. He actually talked me out of becoming a Spectre when I was younger, for the same reasons.
You were asked to be a Spectre.
Well, I was targeted as a possible Spectre candidate. Me and about 1,000 other Turian military recruits. I could have received special training, but my father didn't like it.
He despises the Spectres. He hates the idea of someone having unlimited power with no accountability. He wouldn't like you, Commander. No offense.
I suppose I can understand his concern.
You can. But Saren's not going to play by our rules, C-Sec's rules. If you want to nail Saren, you need to send someone who isn't restricted by policies and procedures.
I mean, Garrus kinda has a point, but the whole Spectre thing really is, it really is fucked up. Like, it's like a level above, like, a CIA agent. It's just like, they're just,
Just because you can break the rules doesn't mean you should. I don't need to stoop to Saren's level to stop him. And neither do you, Garrus.
I see what you mean, but I'll think about it. Thanks, Commander.
Yeah, you can really see the game going out of its way to give you these conversations between Shepard and Garrus, where Shepard influences Garrus's thinking and influences his morality. And, that actually reflects itself in conversations and in the way, in the way Garrus behaves, even, between games. So, it's really cool. I like the relationship between Shepard and Garrus a lot. Maybe a very lot, if you catch my drift. I don't know. Anyway, hi Rex.
So, we've got Saren on the run.
It won't be long now. Saren's good, but I'm better.
Good. He's rotten. To the core. I could tell as soon as I met him.
Why didn't you tell me this sooner?
I would have if I thought it was important.
I'll decide what's important. Now tell me how you know Saren.
This was a while ago. A bunch of mercs were bragging about a job out near the edges of the Terminus systems. They said it paid well and the boss was never around to ride them. They said he was looking for more men, too. So I checked it out.
I didn't know Saren was openly recruiting mercs.
It wasn't that open, and he only showed his face once. We'd been raiding ships in the area for months when we took out this massive cargo freighter. Our biggest haul yet. I was on board checking bodies for valuables, looking for some extra credits. That's when I saw him.
What did Saren want with the ship?
I don't know what he wanted. He was just moving through the ship, watching. A couple of the mercs called him by name, but he never spoke to them. Never spoke to anyone. I had a really bad feeling about him, so I got the hell out. Didn't even wait to get paid.
There are faces. There are faces in the Praetorian. That would probably land better if I remembered what the Praetorian was. Anyway, tell me about this cargo, Rex.
What kind of cargo was the freighter carrying? What was Saren after?
I don't know. All I saw on that ship was food and medical supplies. There were some basic weapons, but nothing big. If there was anything of value on that ship, I didn't see it. That's why I didn't mention it sooner.
Whose ship was it?
There was a Volus trading vessel. Big one. Lots of guards. But they were no match for us.
Alright, let's check out that message we just got. Oh! 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 Oh, that's not right. That's not right at all. Also, but Bagunicorn is just a little bit further in the trilogy than I am. But that's unacceptable. No. Why am I looking at this one too? Oh no. No. Oh, we didn't need to know that. I don't think we needed... No. We're going back to the game now.
That's the only time you saw him?
Yeah. Didn't even know who he was. Still wouldn't if I hadn't joined up with you.
No, that's not acceptable.
But my instincts were right. Every other merc on that mission turned up dead within a week. Every damn one.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Do you have a few minutes to talk? One-on-one?
Sure. I was hoping to get a minute of your time. Off the record.
I keep an open door policy. If you have any concerns, lay them on me.
All right. I know things are different aboard the Normandy, but I'm concerned about the aliens, Veeeery and Rex. With all due respect, Commander, should they have full access to the ship?
Ashley. Now see, this choice right here can go several ways. Like, I read because they're aliens, ? As Shepard pointedly accusing Ashley of racism. Which, I mean, yes. But it's possible that because this is positioned as the renegade option, it could be Shepard kind of, putting an arm around Ashley's shoulder and saying, "Oh, you mean because they're horrible, dirty aliens, right? Right?" So, I don't want Goog Shepard to come off as racist in any way, but I'm pretty sure this is just accusing Ashley of having that thought, which, yeah, Ashley's having that thought, so let's accuse her of it.
You don't trust their motives because they're not human.
This is the most advanced ship in the Alliance Navy. I don't think we should give them free rein to poke around the vital systems. Engines, sensors, weapons.
Okay, so she doesn't want aliens poking around the engines. She specifically calls out the engines, and yet when she was asked about the presence of aliens on the ship, she said she was concerned about Garrus and Rex. She didn't mention Tally, who is from the alien race that has the lowest status, really. Like, you could argue that Quarians might be seen as on a higher level than Krogan, but for a soldier like Ashley, that's probably not actually the case. So she doesn't even mention Tally, even though Tally's probably, one, the physically weakest of the three of them, the least likely to kick her ass for it. Two, the one who's a member of the race that is on the lowest level. And three, the one who is actually poking at the fucking engines. It's interesting. And it could just be that, she doesn't want to name all three of them, but it's interesting that Ashley doesn't mention Tally here if she's concerned about the weapons. Anyway, bitch, I want to yell at her, but I want to yell at her specifically for the racism. Like, the you're out of line option could just be, how dare you question me, I'm your commander, this is a military ship, rah 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 rah. So...
You don't trust the Alliance's allies?
I'm not sure I'd call the Council races allies. We, humanity, have to learn to rely on ourselves.
Standing up for ourselves doesn't mean standing alone.
I don't think we should turn down allies. I just think we shouldn't bet everything on them staying allies. As noble as the Council members seem now, if their backs are against the wall, they'll abandon us.
Okay, now she's bringing the Council into it, which is a weird argument to take, because of the aliens that are on this ship, only one is from a race that has representation on the Council. The Krogan are basically second-class citizens. The Quarians, we only saw one Quarian on the entire Citadel, and she's on the ship now. So Ghost says, I think the reason she didn't mention Tally is because the Turians, i.e. Garrus, were combatants in the First Contact War. She had family fighting that. And then Rex because, well, everyone thinks the Krogan are going to kill everyone, but, and then she contradicts her, well, she brings up a counterpoint to her own argument, Tally's people created the Geth. So, basically, it remains interesting that she didn't mention the Quarians, and Circle Master comes in with the hot take that the Krogan did nothing wrong. Ooh, I don't think the Krogan were in a very tough spot. Like, they got uplifted too soon, but I don't think the Krogan did nothing wrong is a very good take. Now, granted, you could just be saying the Krogan did nothing wrong the same way you say Todd did nothing wrong, and Todd did nothing wrong is patently incorrect. So, the Krogan did nothing wrong is also patently incorrect. Anyway, so now Ashley's dragging the Council into this. It was literally another race that uplifted them to fight the Rachni for them, and the thanks they got was the genophage. You're skipping a step in there. Yes, it started with the Solarians uplifting the Krogan before the Krogan were culturally at a point that is typically when a species gets uplifted. I don't want to say ready because that implies that the judgment of the people doing the uplifting is always right, and there's a question of how much that judgment is right. So I don't want to say ready, but the Krogan were uplifted before a spot in their cultural development that other species were uplifted. And it was done in an emergency situation to fight the Rachni. So, again, the Krogan were dealt a bad hand, but to extend the metaphor, they played their cards into a royal flush, and then tried to use that royal flush to take over the 4 tables surrounding them, which isn't how you play cards. So, I mean, Shepard doesn't really trust the council either, but yeah, let's just take the middle ground here.
I don't see that as inevitable.
Look, if you're fighting a bear and the only way for you to survive is to sick your dog on it and run, you'll do it. As much as you love your dog, it isn't human.
Ashley.
It's not racism, not really. Members of their species will always be more important to them than humans are.
Ashley, you just in 2 sentences, used an analogy that connects, that specifically says that the other races are dogs, and then said it's not racism. I mean, there's a very big problem in your analogy. I'm going to try to draw some... God. The Paragon option just feels like... Oh, man. The Paragon option here feels like, you know, entering into a good faith negotiation with a fucking Republican or something.
These seem like deeply held beliefs, Williams. What made you think this way?
My family's defended the Alliance since it was founded. My father, grandfather, great-grandmother, they all picked up a rifle and swore the oath of service. I guess we just tend to think of Earth's interests as our own.
The Bible says God made man in his image, not man and bug person and other bug person and giant angry crokin in his image.
It doesn't sound like you've worked with aliens before.
No, ma'am. Mainly I've been groundside, part of the surface garrison forces. I did get a rotation on a space station for training. Every Marine a rifleman, every rifleman ZG certified.
That's odd. Your record is spotless and your technical scores are exemplary. You should be serving with the fleet.
Anyway, that's why I haven't served with many aliens, Commander.
She's been avoiding it.
You're lucky. I lost my family on Mindoir. Are you related to anyone I'd have heard of?
Couldn't say, Commander. I read about Mindoir. The Alliance screwed the pooch on that one. Should have had a bigger garrison. Is that why you're out here? To take the fight to the pirates?
I saw a lot of people die. I can't sit back and let things like that happen.
Amen to that.
Okay, so... I'm not going to tell Ashley that I understand her feelings, because they're wrong. I don't want to tell her to just shut up, because I want to at least entertain the possibility that there is some saving this character. So I'm going to tell her to suck it up and deal with it.
Alright, I can see where your concerns are coming from, Williams. But this is a multilateral mission. You're gonna have to work with aliens, like it or not.
It won't be a problem, Commander. You say jump, I say how high. You tell me to kiss a Turian, I'll ask which cheek.
I don't think kissing Turians will be necessary.
You never know, Commander.
Wait. Wait for it. Just wait for it. Anyway.
Dismissed, Chief.
Ma'am.
The way FemShep says dismissed there is... I'm just going to call it interesting, and we're going to move on. We're good on that. Okay, so we've talked to everybody. We've spent some money. We've saved some money. We've sold a whole bunch of things. You know, I haven't checked in with Tally. Let's go talk to Tally. She's down here, poking at the engines, making Ashley uncomfortable. Maybe Ashley just doesn't know she's here. Wait a second. Here's my hypothesis, right? Ashley specifically chose a patrol or like a placement close to her home, right? She basically never left her hometown. She's the high school valedictorian. She's the quarterback of the high school football team who never left his hometown, married his high school sweetheart, and became a cop. Except she's a girl. So Ashley has kept her circle very, very limited, to the point that when we assigned her a workstation in the garage of the Normandy, she knows that there are engines, but she never actually goes and talks to anyone. She never looks at them. So she might not even know that there's a fucking Quarian roughly, what would you say, 20 feet from our drive core? Is that about right? Maybe 25 feet? Oh, if Ashley knew Tally was here, she would not be happy. Anyway, hi Tally.
Oh, hello, Shepard.
Are you okay?
I don't know. Your ship is amazing, and your crew's been really great to me, especially your chief engineer. But I just sort of feel out of place. The Normandy runs so smooth it feels like we're not even moving, and the engines are so quiet. How do you sleep at night?
The silence wakes you up?
Back on the flotilla, the last thing you want to hear is silence. It means an engine's died or an air filter shut down. I guess you don't have to worry about that here. But old habits die hard. But it's more than just the silence. This ship feels so empty. It's like half the crew is missing. Back home, I couldn't wait to go on my pilgrimage. I couldn't wait to get away from the crowds. Now that I'm out here, I kind of miss them.
This is really nice. Yeah, Ghosty says she loves this detail. Like, yeah, Tally, especially when you meet her in Mass Effect 1, Tally is just so... I don't know, naive's not the right word, but she's just so used to the way it works on the flotilla, and she has this beautiful way of, like, your conversations with Tally really give a sense of how the flotilla works and what it's like to be a Quarian, to be a constant nomad in a galaxy where you have no homeworld, you have no colonies, you only have your ships.
Sometimes we don't appreciate what we have till it's gone.
That's true. I'm starting to wonder if that's what the pilgrimage is really about. It's given me a whole new perspective on my people and our culture.
Yeah!
You know, there's always a few who go on their pilgrimages and never return. I always assumed something bad happened to them, but maybe they just wanted a different life.
Now this option here, if this was positioned in the bottom corner here, which is, you know, sometimes these investigative options are just purely asking questions. Sometimes the game actually treats them like Paragon Renegade options. If this was down here, I would think it would come off as Shepard being a little guarded about having a Quarian on the ship saying, but, you are going back, right? But no, this feels more familiar and friendly, like, you know, oh, but you are going back to your family.
You do plan to return to the migrant fleet, right?
I could never abandon my people, Shepard. I will go back eventually, but we have to stop Saren first. Otherwise, I might not have a home to go back to.
I should go.
See you later.
Just some lovely little conversations with Shepard and Tally, and Shepard and the rest of the crew, except for Ashley. Ashley's mostly just racist. But, you know, Kaidan didn't have anything to say to us, so... Actually, that's still preferable to the racism. Let's go meet us a friend. It's been 5 minutes since we met a friend. Let's go meet a new friend. Yep, we are no longer needed at X57. We are no longer needed in the Exodus cluster. Let us instead go to the Artemis Tau cluster. Okay, so there are a lot of systems here. You know, there's the Macedon system, there's Athens, over here you've got Knossos, and of course this is... Yeah, you get the joke. Which one of these was Liara supposed to be in? I don't know. Let's go poke at all of them. Yeah, I'm sure if we don't find a cute little Asari paleontologist or whatever she's supposed to be, we might well find a something else to do. Extravehicular activities are discouraged. So basically, don't walk around on this planet, and yet we can land on it. Okay, let's land on this planet. This doesn't look like the game saying, hey, this is where you're going to find Liara. Looks like it's just, here's some stuff. So if we're just facing some unknown stuff, let's take Rex. Yeah, let's mix up the team. Let's go with a combination I don't think I've ever used before. That'll be Rex and Caden. Yeah! It's a lot of red triangles there, so probably means bad guys. You find Zeusium spread out through the Jupa terrain. Oh my god, Circle Master, that's awful. I love it. Okay, so these guys have some pretty light arms. They're not exactly doing a bucket of damage to me. They are mildly annoying. How did I not kill that pirate sniper? Oh. Mercury is liquid at room temperature, so you have to keep it hermetically sealed. That's awful. I love it. Take out another sniper. You don't appear to be damaged by being run over by a giant space car, which seems odd, but you know, we've seen people who can survive being shot with tanks, being run over by tanks even, and that was on Earth in 1933. So, people in space in 2189, I suppose it makes sense. Okay. Let's quickly save before we go in. And shock of shocks, it seems there are some enemies here. Let's have Shepard bust out this Thunder 4 assault rifle. See how that does for her.
Hostile spotted!
Lost shields!
Good gun.
You must die!
Come on, buddy. I see you there. I don't know if we knew there would be pirates here or if we just kind of stumbled on them. But there are pirates here, and we should shoot some of them. Yeah, this is a really nice weapon, actually. Even without any kind of, damage or accuracy buff from a class, it's still really, really, really nice. Hey there, guy. Yep, you're dead. Looks like there's somebody up there. who can also be dead. We got more stuff. We got a lot more stuff. Seeing a lot of 4s there. That's good. Okay, we'll take all of that. Yep. There you are. Nice of you to stick your head out there for us to kill.
All targets down.
Okay, so we found some pirates, and we killed them, and took their stuff. Is there more to do here? Okay. Yet more stuff. Hardened wall save. That's good. Bunch of credits, bunch of XP. You discover evidence that the Asari leading these slavers and Nassana Dantius, an important ambassador on the Citadel, are sisters. Ha 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 ha! You should return to the Presidium and confront Nassana with this. Interesting. Nassana Dantius, you say? Well, we met her. She seemed uninterested in speaking with us at the time, but now, oh. Imagine her surprise when we tell her that we were just poking about, in the neighborhood, happened to stumble across your little pirate ring. Killed them all, took their stuff. Now it's our stuff. I will open that medical kit from way the hell over here, because that's what you can do when you're Commander Noodle Arm Shepard. Commander Reed Richards Shepard. Although I suppose it should be Commander Elastigirl Shepard. Mako, are you okay? Are you feeling well? Anyway. Okay. So, we found that. We found that. We found that. I suppose we might as well just take a poke down here just to see if there's anything there. Folks watching on YouTube, if there's nothing there, you will see a cross dissolve back to me on the Normandy in 3, 2, 1. Hi there, YouTube people. There was uranium. Now it's our uranium. That's right, MV. It's not uranium. It's our uranium. I was working on my drawing and I came back just to rage about our uranium. Oh, I'm so glad we have this effect on people.
Commander, I'm picking up a signal from the planet's surface. It looks like an automated distress beacon.
So Aeolus is a terrestrial planet, atmosphere of carbon dioxide and nitrogen. Surface is covered by wide deserts of... Oh, great, silicate sand again. You look like... exploration is highly dangerous. That sounds great. Let's go land. We just took Caden and Rex. So let's take Garrus and Ashley. Why not? We're going to make Ashley work with aliens. That's what we're going to do. Garrus and Ashley, best friends forever. The racist we're trying to get to be not racist, and the very bad cop we're trying to get to be a less bad pseudo cop. Oh, shit. Well, shit. Shit. Great. Just great. Just fantastic. Get away from it. Blast it in the face. Okay. Alright, we're fine. It's on the map. Right there. Okay. What the hell is that? That is a thresher maw. It is not our friend. These are its tentacles. They are also not our friend. Get away from it! Get away from it! It's gonna wreck us. Yeah, thresher maw is a really great name for a really scary enemy. Okay. Alright, we're fine. You retreat. Now let's go provoke you again. Isn't there a rock to get on top of? I mean, not really? Like, that rock is way too tiny. I'm sure it can fuck us up with that. Listen, we can just poke at it. Destroy its sensory tentacles. Make it mad at us. Sure, this is fine. Okay, we're doing better. We're doing fine. Oh, okay, don't get too close to those tentacles, by the way. They'll kind of fuck your boat up. Where is Homer? Okay, we're gonna repair the ship. We're gonna repair the Mako. It's okay. It's fine. It's fine. It's totally fine. We're repairing. Just gotta wait for the bar to go down. Start moving in a general thatly direction. By the time we're done repairing, it'll be time to go fuck it up. Alright, let's go fuck this thing up. Oh, Mr. Gresham. Hi there. See, you're fine. You're fine. We don't have to not be friends. Well, kinda. Be friends, but so you're almost out of hit points. Oh, you might. Oh, you're out of hit points, buddy. Guy. Haha. That's right. Go fuck off down your hole. Fucko. You kill all these men? Okay, you. Oh, well, I just. If anyone asks, the Thresher Maw killed him.
Alliance soldiers. Looks like they were lured here by the distress beacon.
So someone put a distress beacon
These
here.
are Admiral Kahoku's men. We need to tell him what happened here.
Oh, Kahoku. Okay. So next time we're on the Citadel, we can tell Kahoku, hey, buddy, we found your guys. They were lured into a trap. Trap that involved a thresher maw.